Hi there, I'm Ann Milano with House America Group and Keller Williams, and today I'm here with Eric Gilam from Ameris Bank, and have we got some amazing information for you to stand by and listen to. So hi everybody. As I said, my name is Ann Milano, and we're here today with Eric Gilam from Ameris Bank, and we are going to be talking about one of the most amazing programs, literally, that I have ever heard of for first-time home buyers. It is 100% financing program with Ameris Bank, as wonderful as they are, giving you a down payment assistance of, and I'm going to let Eric explain to you how much money you're going to be able to get. But we have two programs that we're going to talk about. The first program we're going to talk about is the 100% financing program for people that make less than $75,000 a year. Okay, right. So Eric, tell us all about it.
That specific program is our Ameris DPA grant program. We'll allow up to $12,500 or 4% of the purchase price, the lesser of the two. And you do need to get a home ready or home possible approval. So just like Ann said, you're going to have to make under 80% of the HUD median income, which again, like Ann said, which is about $75,000 in the state, pretty much in the whole metro Atlanta area. You have to have a minimum credit score of 620, but I can tell you right now, you're not going to get it approved with 620. So I would venture to say you're going to need a minimum 660 really to benefit from this program. It's a grant that doesn't have to be paid back. I believe it is, you have to have it for 5 years.
So Eric, let me ask you a couple of questions, okay? So it's 100% financing.
Yes.
For the program. So I'm out and I'm buying a $300,000 house.
Mm-hmm.
And so the program is going to give me up to $12,500 as my down payment for the house, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Your minimum contribution is $500. That would be your minimum.
So my minimum, so I have to add $500 to the $12,500, and that'll get us up to $13,000 for my down payment.
Yes.
Great.
Yep.
Okay. So now once we have that down payment and it's 100% financing, is the 100% financing based on the $300,000, or does the $13,000 come off the $300,000?
It's based off the $300,000.
So it's based off the $300,000. Great. Okay, so my mortgage payment will be based off of $300,000, but the money that I used, the $13,000 for the down payment, never has to be paid back, and it goes away completely over, I think it's, what is it? You had told me 20% a year for 5 years?
Correct.
So every year, my loan, or my $12,500 that the bank gives to me, I get to reduce that amount of money by 20%.
Right.
Wow. So that's really cool. So each year, how much do I get to lose? Like $2,500 or something?
Yes.
Like actually a little bit more than that.
Almost, a little bit more than that.
Almost $3,000. Wow. Okay. So now what happens if I sell my house? I have to live in my house, though, for those 5 years, correct?
Correct.
So what happens if I get transferred in 2 years to Texas? Do I owe the money back?
No.
No.
No. No.
How much of the money do I owe back?
The 20%, whatever you know, if you're doing it, well, if you sell in the first year, then yeah, obviously you'll owe that back. But if you're in the third year, then like you said, you take, by then it'll be what, 60%?
60%.
Right?
Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
60%, yeah.
So I would owe them 40%, or I could rent the house to somebody, correct, for the next 2 years?
Exactly.
Okay. And then that wouldn't hurt me when I move somewhere else, because then it becomes an asset instead of a depreciation type of thing, because you've got somebody and you're making money off of them while they're renting back your house.
This is, and I think, I don't know if you said something earlier, Ann, this is Ameris' program. So you don't have to worry about like Georgia Dream getting it, underwriting it, and then you have to turn around and let Georgia Dream underwrite it, or, we DeKalb, most of those DPA programs are government run programs, and we service all these. Like, these are our portfolio programs. So that's kind of nice.
Okay, so when you're figuring out what your payment is going to be, do you figure it out with mortgage insurance included because you're putting down less than 20%?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so your payment would include taxes, insurance, mortgage insurance, and then principal and interest, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, perfect. Okay, well, that's exciting.
Yeah, it's a lot of people like it. I've done about 3 of them this year.
Okay. And
the next program we're about to talk about, I've done like 4 of them. Well, wow. 2 of them with your clients.
Yeah. So. I know. And my client, the first time, honestly, that I realized the power of this particular program was we have the cute little couple. I think it was last year, remember? We had that cute little couple, and they bought a house out in Lawrenceville, and we got this program for them. And I didn't really even understand the program at first, but then when I was sitting at the closing table, the attorney was like, whoa, this program's amazing. And I said, what's so amazing about it? And he was like, well, you don't have to pay back the $12,500 that the bank just gave you. And I'm like, you're kidding me. And he was like, no. I said, you're telling me that they're just going to give you that money? And he said, yes. I said, it's not rolled into the mortgage? And he said, no. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that is amazing. So
and the rates are competitive. The rates are pretty competitive. So.
And the rates are really good. So it's not like doing a portfolio loan or something like that. So this is like just a straight FHA, Fannie Mae, conventional, whatever type of loan that you would have gone into regularly. It's just the bank being super kind because I'm a first-time home buyer.
Yeah, exactly. It's just, you do your 3% down, except we're going to take care of 4%.
That is awesome. Awesome. Okay, so now that's the program that you have for people that are making $75,000 approximately or less and have a 640 to 660 credit score, correct?
Correct.
Okay, now you have another program for first-time home buyers, correct?
Yes, and it's the same exact program like you said. It's called the Ameris HEE program, HEE program, except the difference with this one is you do not have to make under the HUD median income. You can make whatever. You have to currently reside in the Atlanta metro area. So you can't be doing this if you're coming from Alabama or across the country or something like that. It's mainly
okay.
Atlanta area. So you have to be currently living in this
so
area.
If you're currently renting in the state of Georgia and you want to get out of renting, which totally burning your money up.
Yes.
As you and I both know. No tax deductions at all. You're able to go into this particular type of loan, and they'll once again will give you the $12,500 for free. Okay, you just have to qualify because you're a first-time home buyer.
First-time home buyer, and if you have 2 bars in the house and one's not, as long as one of them is a first-time home buyer, then you can still do it.
Oh, wow. So it doesn't matter if both people on the mortgage are first-time home buyers, as long as one of them on the mortgage is first-time. Wow, that is amazing. I love that. All right. The other question that I wanted to ask was, so can you get the first-time home buyer program with the $12,500 contribution from the bank as a gift, I guess? Can you, if you have a down payment, can you bring that down payment up to whatever you want it to be so that you might be able to not have to deal with the MI, the mortgage insurance?
That's a good question. I would think not. I would think that would be correct. Yeah.
Okay. So if somebody has an extra, lump sum of money that they were thinking that like 3.5% or 5%, that can just add it to the $12,500 and bring down their amount that they're borrowing. Yay! Correct. So that's very cool. Yeah. Okay, cool. So just to let everybody that's out there know, in order to get a hold of Eric, down below you'll see, well, two things. Number one, please subscribe to the channel. And number two, all of Eric's information will be down below with how to contact him through Ameris Bank. Also, all of my information is down below, so that once Eric does his thing and gets you qualified, we get at House America Group, we get to take you out. And show you beautiful houses and find something that is going to be financially a windfall for you, hopefully, and hopefully someplace that you really want to live. So thank you so much, Eric, for visiting us today.
Thank you.
Okay, great. Okay, everybody, bye for now. Be sure to do two things. One, subscribe to the channel right down there. And number two, be sure to take Eric's information and my information. Contact us whenever you feel free. And oh, by the way, just because you make a phone call to us does not mean that we're going to harass you until the cows come home to get you to do business with us, because we don't care. What we want to do is just offer as much good information out to the public as we possibly give to you, and be able to help you ultimately get a home and your family with a roof over their head, and hopefully, being able to make money and start acquiring wealth. So,
exactly.
And that's what home ownership is all about, right, Eric?
Exactly.
Okay. Well, thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you on the next go around. Bye for now.
See you guys.